what is the connection between music and divinity and maybe music and spirituality? The legendary Sadhguru Tyagaraja had once said, real music is that which connects the soul of the singer with the soul of the listener and both with the divine. He had a composition that said, of what use is the knowledge of music without deep devotion? Does it lead one to the true path? Pandit Ravi Shankar had said, music is the purest form of art. Therefore, true musicians are closer to God than other people. And then you just mentioned that some of the roots for Carnatic music are from talking to God. And you've said in previous interviews that music and spirituality, they often interweave. If you don't have a spiritual foundation in your music, it just won't connect with people. So what is the ideal relationship between music and spirituality, music and the divine?
I don't think all singers feel this way. All artists feel this way. Some feel that music is more a conversation of notes, is putting together your ideas, breathing life into the notes.
Like a science of sorts.
Like a science of sorts. They feel that, there's no need to bring in God there at all, bring in divinity. Though they do sing the compositions, that's their take on it. There's nothing wrong in that. It's their take. But mine is that I definitely feel I have to be spiritually inclined. Like whenever I sing a kriti on Rama or when I sing a kriti on Krishna, I definitely feel the presence somewhere. You can get those vivid imageries of Krishna, if crawling on the floor, or if you're singing a song like Ennathavam Seidane, where Yashoda's like tying him up to the grinding stone, because he's going everywhere, all over the place, and robbing butter and curd and giving it to his friends, and he's eating everything. So she gets fed up and she says, I'm going to lock you up in one place. And then he opens his mouth and she sees the world. So how can you not be spiritually inclined or think of the divine or connect with the divine if you don't think it is that? How would you be able to sing that song? I don't know. I really don't know how you could breathe the emotion into those words if you were not thinking, yes, Krishna is there. Yes, this is about Krishna and I'm going to connect with him. Like when I'm talking to you, I have to connect with you. I can't be thinking of something else. What am I going to cook for dinner tonight? And then at the same time, keep looking at you. Because nothing what you say is going into my mind. So to music, you should be with the music, be with the composition, be with the raga. There's not a moment that you can afford to not be with it. The moment you are distracted and you say hello to someone or you smile at someone, you take your mind off the music, there's bound to be an error. Either a grammatical error, a lyrical error, or you miss a thala or miss a beat. So when I go onto stage, there's nothing else that matters to me, just the music. My co-artists call me, I don't know if I should say it, Rakshasi. This is, you get possessed. You get possessed when you sit there. You're like a demon goddess there. You don't think of anything else. You smile at us. You communicate with us. But we know that you are always kind of thinking of that. What next? What next? What's the next composition? And in some way, you seem to draw all our energies and you hold it together on center stage. I never quite understood what they said all the while. But I do realize now that probably they mean the focus, that complete concentration. Where you have that very glazed look. You are communicating with them, yet not. And there's all of that, yes and no. So probably, is it that they're talking about? I mean, it was all said in good humor, but then it also set me thinking, what made them say that? Because not one said it, many said it. So there should be some truth in what they're saying, I thought. Then my husband said, yes, you look like someone possessed on stage. So he was the one who said, bring in more smiles, laugh a little bit, connect with people in the audience. acknowledge people. When you're not singing and when it's someone else's turn to perform on stage, connect with the audience. Bring that feeling of happiness more than, projecting yourself as somebody who's doing serious music and you're always focused and concentrating. Integrate all of it together and make it a happy package there. So people are, drawn to you more when they look at a happy kind of pulsating force.
Well, I'll add one more comment. I was just speaking with the author and historian Sriram V, and he had mentioned that for someone at your level, the amount of dedication or the integrity or the honesty with which you approach every performance, it feels like every performance is your last, is how much effort you put into it, is how he had described it. Maybe to a layman like me, it would be tough to identify, but let's say someone is very good at the science aspect of it, of putting everything together, but they don't have the spiritual foundation. Maybe I can't tell when I'm in the audience, but can you just pick it out immediately that their foundation is not spiritual?
Their foundation could be spiritual, but they could have gotten out of it on their journey.
And you can tell.
You can tell. Yeah, I can tell. Yes. And especially when they start to sing swaras and, the swaras will be very dry. There'll not be that extra sheen in them. We do some mathematics in swaras, like 3 5s, 6 5s. And then how you break the 30 into something else, 3 10s. So when you start to do too much of mathematics and all of that, like overload of mathematics, you lose that, shall we say, that living force of that swara there. It becomes like just you're spitting out mathematics. It should never be that way. My guru used to say that. It's not me saying it. It's my guru who said it, that, when you do some swara calculations on stage, always control yourself. You can do all of that at home, but when you go on stage, try to modify all of it and try to connect with the audience. The audience should never feel intimidated. They should always be in connect with the artist. When something goes beyond a point, then it goes above their head. And they get confused. I'm not able to understand this. Why? And that connect, that rapport, somewhere gets kind of broken. So I can tell when people are not connected with that divine spark of the music.